Hello, Discovery Gardens family and friends. I am super excited as always to be here with you guys today. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to say Happy Earth Day. I'm really excited. It's Earth Day. I'm very passionate about climate, and I'm gonna have a special little twist to our snack today. We are sticking with our theme. Our theme for this week, in case you forgot, we're doing rainbow fish based off of the book. So what we're gonna do today is make some fish swimming in a log. And for Earth Day, we are gonna also do some ants on a log. That way we can have our ocean and our land. You know, the earth is 70% water, but at the same time, land is also a big matter. So I'm gonna do ants on a log and some fish in a river for you guys today. Stay tuned. Before we get started making our snacks for Rainbow Fish and Earth Day, I just want to remind everybody to let's wash our hands and keep everything clean before we get started. That way we can keep this healthy snack as healthy as possible. Okay, so our first step of making our fish in a river and our ants on a log is going to be to get our celery sticks. So we're gonna wanna take our celery sticks, and these ones I freshly just plucked, so they're all still really long, and we are going to need to cut them up. So what I'm gonna recommend you do first is to take a little steak knife. You don't need a sharp knife, a crazy sharp knife to cut celery. And we're just gonna cut off the ends of this and set it to the side so we can toss that and throw it in the compost later. Remember that when we're using our knives, we wanna hold the end. We do not wanna touch the sharp part. We just wanna hold the handle. And then we're gonna cut our celery however long you think you wanna eat them. All right, so here's 4 of them, and I'm gonna set them right here. And then we're gonna grab another one, and I'm just gonna very quickly chop all of our celery up. All right, now all this is cut, I'm gonna go ahead and move this to the side. So for our ants on the log, what we're gonna do is use peanut butter, or if you're allergic to peanuts, then you can use any other nut butter. You can use almond butter, sunflower seed butter, cashew butter, or you can just take another substance that might be brown and use that instead, like chocolate pudding or something. But the first thing we're gonna do, because peanut butter is already brown, so we don't have to do anything to try and make that look like mud or dirt because it's already brown. What we're gonna do is take our cream cheese, and I just took the cream cheese and put it in a bowl. And then we are going to take our blue food coloring, and be super careful when we use blue food coloring, like any other food coloring. It's kind of like paint. Think of food coloring as paint for food. So we're gonna go ahead and take a couple drops, and we are going to put the blue food coloring onto our white cream cheese. Okay, that was 3 drops. And we are going to stir it up. And if you watched the video on Monday, you know this, but blue is our color for the week. So I'm gonna try and keep on incorporating blue as much as possible. And you can see as I stir it that it is turning blue. And you can look and see how it's really swirled. So I'm gonna show it real close. It's not just gonna go completely blue. You're definitely gonna have to put your elbow in it. If you have a whisk, it's gonna be a lot easier to kind of like whisk this up, but I do not. So I'm just gonna use my spoon, and I'm gonna keep on doing until this looks blue like water. So with those 3 drops of blue, this is what it looks like. I think it looks kind of pastel blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and Put 3 more drops in there. And we're just gonna keep on stirring this. If your cream cheese wasn't sitting out for very long, it's gonna be a little bit harder and it's gonna be a little bit harder to stir. So you're gonna have to use a little bit more strength. It is perfectly okay to ask for a parent if you need help stirring and if it's too thick for you. All right, so I put those few drops in there, and now I'm gonna have my river water right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the celery and bring our celery back. And I'm gonna put mine in some little lines. Go like this. That way we can go ahead and just see all of these. I cut 12 different logs, but I have plenty of leftover. I have over half of my celery stalk I bought leftover. So you can make as many of these as you want, depending on how hungry you are, how many people you're trying to feed with them. And for our fish in the river, to start off, because the theme for this week is rainbow fish, we are going to take our butter knife. You're gonna want 2 clean butter knives, 1 for your cream cheese and 1 for your peanut butter. So we're gonna take our cream cheese and we are going to put it inside the celery. So if you look at the celery, there's a little divot in the middle, and you're just gonna wanna slide your little river water into the divot. And we're gonna go ahead and do this for all of them. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some peanut butter so you guys can see me do some peanut butter ones too for our ants on the log. And while we're doing an Earth Day project, I think it's important to think about the earth right now. So maybe going outside and just looking at the plants or the trees, looking at the desert if you're in Vegas, but just seeing the flowers and all the different things that we really appreciate about the earth. So what does the earth do that we appreciate? You know, like it grows trees produce oxygen so that we can breathe, or maybe just looking at the flowers that are in people's yards and seeing how pretty they are, and maybe we just like the pretty flowers, or thinking about this celery right here and everything that we eat and how we need the earth to be healthy in order to eat food and keep on living. And I think it's really nice to be able to appreciate that and to just take time out of our day to really be thankful for the earth and everything that the earth does for us, and think about what we can do to keep the earth healthy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I have a few of these rivers, a couple mud. I'm gonna just finish this out, and then I'm gonna start the video back up again once I get all this out the way for you guys. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so now that I went ahead and filled in all of these, I'm gonna show you very quickly. We have all of our celery sticks filled with either peanut butter or blue cream cheese, so it's ready to decorate. And we're gonna decorate these with our goldfish and our raisins. So our goldfish are gonna act as our fish swimming in the river, and our raisins, because they're all tiny and little, like black and brown like that, our raisins are gonna act like our ants, and they're gonna be crawling all over these logs filled with like dirt and mud, which really is just the peanut butter. So this is really good for producing creativity and making connections with children as far as stuff that they see in real life, and then being able to enact that through this amazing food snack that we have going on for you. So when we take our fish, we're just gonna take one, or our ant, and we're just gonna stick them in there. And the reason that I really wanted to do peanut butter and cream cheese for this snack is because they're really thick. So because peanut butter and cream cheese is a thicker substance, it's gonna make it easier, see that, for like the stuff to stick. So just go ahead and put some in the ones in the back too. So that way all of them, and you can put as many or as few of these in here if you like. You can also try and find other stuff around your house that you can use as different food products, and seeing if the kids are able to make connections with more other kinds of animals. So for the ants on the log, we're just gonna throw some raisins down. And I'm gonna do some raisins on the one for the back. And I think ants on a log are so cool. My mom used to do them for me all the time when I was a kid, for me and my sisters, and we definitely ate a lot of ants on a log. So this is a very reminiscent snack for me to make today. But I'm gonna go ahead and just finish these for you guys, and then I'll show you the final product.